We just passed the anniversary of October 7th, and we're coming up on the anniversary on the Jewish calendar of October 7th. And we, in America and around the world, perhaps are thinking of this as more intellectually and what's going on with the war and the hostages and so on. And for so many people, especially living in Eretz Yisrael, in the land of Israel, it's not just some intellectual or political exercise. It's real life. And the last 2 years have been daunting and very difficult. And I hope that in some small part, this message can bring some hope and some peace to those who have been struggling so hard over the last 2 years when it comes to dealing with the war, and certainly for those families that have been directly affected by the war, either if they had a family member or a friend who was a soldier who passed or who was taken hostage. We hope that your pain and suffering ends soon with the release of all the hostages and an end to the war. And the Torah itself is called the Torah of peace and the Torah of truth. So hopefully the truth and the peace that Torah brings into the world can help affect that change. And it's with that I want to say that this week during Sukkot, we actually don't have a Torah portion. However, the last Torah portion of the entire Torah is read at the end of Sukkot on Shmini Atzeret, Simchat Torah, and that is Vezot Habracha. This is the blessing. That's what the Torah portion means. And the fact that it's read on a holiday and not on Shabbat is very significant. The Torah begins with Bereshit, right? In the beginning, and as the commentaries explain, that God created the world for the sake of the Torah, which is called the beginning of His way. And then later on, the different Torah portions discuss the details, how the Torah's plan is to be enacted in the world. But when we reach the end of the Torah, we again return to that principle of this is the blessing, meaning God's blessings that are brought into the world through the Torah. And the blessings mentioned in this Torah portion by Moses are even greater than all of those given before by our forefathers. And nevertheless, it's not read on the holiest day of the week, on Shabbat. It's read on a weekday. Now, it's a festival, okay, it's a holiday, but nevertheless, it is of lesser sanctity than Shabbat itself. And this tells us that these blessings are so powerful because they can penetrate even to a lower sphere, the sphere of lesser sanctity, of a weekday as opposed to Shabbat, which means that these blessings are coming from an even higher source if they can penetrate so deep. And even more so, this Torah portion is called Vezot Habracha. This is the blessing, meaning that we're talking about blessings where the benefits are so real and apparent to the point where we can point to them with our finger and say, this is the blessing. So this year, as we passed the 2-year anniversary on the secular calendar, and we're approaching the 2-year anniversary of October 7th on the Jewish calendar, we should be able, God willing, to see open and revealed blessings even in the nitty-gritty, the down-to-earth reality of our lives with, like I said earlier, the freeing of the hostages, an end to the hostilities, and we should all live in peace together with the coming of Mashiach, with the Messiah coming, where there'll be eternal life, will there be eternal peace, and we'll all be together in the land of Israel. Shabbat Shalom, and Chag Sameach.